Welcome back to Goldgrind, a fresh warrior on fresh account going through a solo leveling adventure with ultimate goal to get beast gear with using only gold. In the last episode, Goldgrind was allowed to do only three things: kill mobs, do quests, and vendor trash. In this episode, we reveal what new feature Goldgrind can use for the next 10 levels, until you unlock another one. The majority chosen probably one of the best feature, which is primary professions. Which professions will Goldgrind use, you probably wonder. We will get to that, bear with me. First, let's talk about plan from 10 to 20. Things that Goldgrind have to do and in which order. On the screen you see the notes that Goldgrind needs to complete in this episode. The list is not too big, but still a lot to cover. So let's go one by one. At the very end of the last episode, Goldgrind got a special class quest named A Warrior's Training. The 4-part chain quest will reward him with Defensive Stance, a useful ability for surviving tough fights. But let's be honest, he probably won't use it much. After all, he's a warrior, a class known for raw power. Class which name stands for big damage, and wearing shield is not what real warriors do. But class quests are always good to do since sometimes they offer nice rewards and in most cases useful abilities. Having professions unlocked this early in the series is nice to have, but not the best. Only thing Goldgrind miss at the moment to make a bunch of gold very fast is access to auction house. Selling copper ores and bars or light leathers and even herbs are a small factory of gold for any fresh player on Warmane Icecrown. Because many players on this realm, when creating new alt and leveling crafting professions on them, are so damn lazy to farm for raw materials. They rather spend 10 times more gold on auction house. Goldgrind will use that laziness later in the series for sure, but since he can't sell what he farms, then one thing is for sure. Every raw material he farms in this episode should be stored in his bank for making his own gear or even making his own bags. You will see what I'm talking about later in the video. Once he unlocks auction house, that mats will go straight for sale. On the other hand, mining is a must profession with Goldgrind limitations. By now you already saw that Goldgrind learned mining. Ores sell very well once we got auction house unlocked, and it's a very good choice if the second profession will be blacksmithing, jewel crafting or engineering. So far Goldgrind stores all ores in hope they will go soon for sale. Backspace was something that Goldgrind needed to address cheap and fast. Having only 16 slot bag was not an option to make any amount of gold easy. So he decided to purchase 4 bags of 6 slots from vendor. 20 silver invested, but it had to be done. Later in the video he also did one quest in Westfall, which reward was 8 slot bag. Upgrade for bag storage is always nice to have. Leveling from level 10 to 20 was the easiest part. Doing any quests give you almost half bar of experience. So that was the least concerning part of episode 2 for Goldgrind. 7 times experience rate means 7 times faster leveling. But Goldgrind was taking his time. Remember, when he reaches max level, in this case level 20, he needs to learn all spells from trainer to complete episode 2. On lower level quests, most of the time they award only experience, not much gold. That will later change once we reach level 80, because experience then change into additional gold. On reaching level 20, the final challenge and probably the hardest started for Goldgrind, getting his very first mount. Mount which cost 95 silver and also need training which cost additional 3 gold and 80 silver. so roughly about 5 gold in total. So it was time for some real grinding. Learning tailoring as second profession, clear up a bit linen clothes from bank since it was kinda full, and creating linen bags with 1 silver of profit with each craft, instead of just selling linens to vendor. It was a plan, not the best one, not the smartest one, but with limitations Goldgrind had and too many linen clothes in his inventory, that was probably the most reasonable way. Once he spent all linen clothes, sold all crafted bags to vendor, then the farming continued. Killing humanoids in Elven Forest continues until his bags shows him balance of 5 gold. Trash items to vendor, linen clothes to bags, and again to vendor. This took some serious time, but to be honest with you, Goldgrind had a blast. It felt different. Pulling 10 plus mobs and cleaving them and destroying them was so much fun. And you know what? When you get something very easy, you just don't appreciate it. But after 800 plus creature kills and many linen bags crafted, Goldgrind achieved his last objective. I'm sure that every time he travels across Azeroth on his mount, he'll remember the effort and grind that earned him the mount. In summary, total play time for episode 2 was a bit more than 5 hours. No cheating, no shortcuts, just using features which Goldgrind is allowed to use. Let me know in the comments what would be your strategy of making 5 gold with the same limitations. Before the end of the video, just a few more things. The pool for next feature that Goldgrind will be allowed to use from level 20 to 30 is in my Discord channel, so make sure to vote. Pool ends 24 hours after this video goes public. I've shortened vote time so I can start episode 3 faster. And if you still are skeptical to vote, let me tell you something. If, for example, Goldgrind got begging for gold instead of professions, or access to auction house, or trading with other players, instead of 3 hours of grind, would be probably done within minutes. Just one sale of stack of copper ore would save a lot of time for Goldgrind. So you actually decide what is the future of this series. Until then, see you again in some other in-game tips Goldgrind video.